Hi, Johnny.
It's only yes right now. I guess it is.
I think so.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, here they come.
Hello,
Hello.
Ah,
hello.
Uh, okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Ernie.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, Kuf Hey, 105. Rabba Baravuna Matzila Begavri. Rather than talking about, because we talk about an animal partially outside of the Azor when it becomes Tomei, he felt it referred to people. The Misaskin Bo Chamisha Bnei Adam. We're talking about 5 people, 5 men, were carrying out the dead animal to be burned. The Nafkut Tlasa, 3 of the men in the front had left the Azara. Upashal train, there are 2 remaining in the Azara. My. Do we say Basar Rav Misaskin Azlinon? Maybe even the 2 people that are inside becomes Tomei because the majority, 3 out of 5, are Tomei. O Basar Behem Azlin. That means the behema is completely outside, but not everybody's outside. So the question is, do they all become tummy or not? Teku. Boy Rabbi Lazar. Par musriman israfim shiatzu chazuma. The par and the sar were taken out and then brought back. Miyamirin kivan denafkilu. Since they were out, itmalu, so they become tame, or dilma kivan de hodur. Maybe now that they came back, since they're not going to be burned, the whole reason you become tummy is because you're on your way to burning it. Well, now you're not on your way to burning it. So maybe we take away their tumah. And Amra Baba Ramamul Torshma, how you soivlin some b'motos, that the the burnt the par that was being taken out to burn was put on sticks, and they would schlep it out on the sticks. Once the people in the front had left the Azara, the Achronim lo yatsu, and the 2 were in the back are still in the Azara. Harishonim shiyatsu chutz l'chomes Azara metamim b'godim. They become tomei. V'achronim em metamim b'godim at shiyatsu. They remain tohor. Now, if you have that, once they've gone out, they're tame, and even if they come back, they don't. Then maybe the 2 people inside should become tame. Maybe it's a proof that the tumah can be removed. On Ravina v'tizus bara, but inon v'achrichen yavo lamachaneh. You have to have that when they left the Azara. Now they can't. There is an issue of going back into the Azara, but those that never left the Azara in the first place don't even have that requirement. So you can't prove anything from that piece of the Gemara. El Rab Lazrechi Boile could go to Nakita Lebebak Skulske. You're talking about people that are on the outside trying to, and the animal is still on the inside, and they're trying to drag it to the outside. That's the way Rashi explains it. Whether or not it remains Tomei or doesn't become Tomei. Ton Rabban. Porim upoir, Porim, the Porim on Israfim, upora poraduma, the Sar Mishtalech. All of these people become Tomei when you're involved in their processing. So, for example, Hamishaleach, the one who sends out the goat, or Hasorfan, the one who burns the Porim, or Hamotzion, the one who takes the Poraduma out to the Tameh, Begodim, becomes Tameh. Only the people become tummy, not the animals. but they have a certain tumah. If they touch food or drink, they can convey tumah to there. Divrei Meir. Para upar mitamim oichlin mashkim. The para and the burnt parim, they do convey tumah. Sara mishtalech einu mitamim, because it's a live animal. Shulchai. V'achai einu mitamim oichlin mashkim cannot convey tumah to food and drink. Bishmal Rav Meir kidetoned by Rabbi Shmuel. The Torah of Rabbi Shmuel al kol zer zerua. If sheretz falls on a seed, mazroim shein sofin l'tamei tumah chamura. A seed can never become avatuma. It only become a rishon or a sheni. And tzrich and hechsher. You need to have fluid put on it. Av kol shein sofin l'tamei tumah chamura tzrich and hechsher. So anything that is never going to become an avatuma requires hechsher. Yatzasa nivlas of tohar. The carcass of a dead bird, kosher bird, if you swallow such a thing, you become tamei, and it ain't sricha hechsher. So, according to that Tana of Rabbi Shmuel, even a live animal, in a sense, could convey tumah. El Rabbanon, islu the Tana of Rabbi Shmuel. I mean, if they hold the Rabbi Shmuel, why shouldn't the sar mishtaleach? He's alive. Why shouldn't it be able to be metame food? Afilu sar mishtaleach. And Leslie, if they don't follow the Tana of Rabbi Shmuel, afilu par minolan should not have the ability to do it either. So Kiyasa Rav Dimi, Omer Ami b'Marava, they said in Eretz Yisrael, tzrichin hechsher tumah b'mokam acher. It has to get tumah from another place, in order, as opposed to something that develops an avatuma in their own, like a piece of nevela or a sheretz. They have to become things like a seed has to become susceptible through hechsher, like water being poured on it. But live animals will never be metame oichel, even according to Rabbi Shmuel. Boy Rabbi Lozer. Porim usravan yisrofim, marshitamu oichlin mashkim bifnim kivachutz. Even though the par has not been taken out of the azara, if it touches food and drink, does it convey tumah? Do we say mechutzer yitzir k'mechutzer ma'aser dami? Just like since it hasn't been taken out of the azara yet, it's as if it doesn't have a ma'aser that does something to it. Olo. Maybe they're already considered capable of conveying tumah. Boss of the boy, after he asked the question, he answered it. Not leaving the azara is like something that is lacking on Maisa. Therefore, the maskana is they do not convey tumah if they touch food and drink. Nivlas of Tohar, the nevela of a kosher bird, l'Rab Meir. Marshi Tami b'kazayis. There's a kazayis of that nevela. If it touches other food, does it betame the food? If it's on the ground, it certainly does not have the power to make metame. If it's on the ground, it's not ready to be eaten. The nevela of an oftar is only metame you if you swallow it. So here it's not ready to be in that state. If it's in your mouth already, then certainly it can convey tumah because it's already possible for it to become an avatuma. It's halfway between the ground and your mouth. It's in your hand. Do we say mechusar krevik and mechusar ma'aser dami? Since it's not in your mouth, it's as if it didn't happen. Olo. He also answered the question after he asked it. Mechusar krevik lavka mechusar ma'aser dami. We say that it has the capability of being metame ol chelu mashke when it's in your hand. However, esvei. Shlosha asar dvarim nemru b'nivlas oftar. They said 13 halachos about the nevel of a kosher bird. V'zeh echad mehem. Tzricha machshava. You have to be machshavit that you want it to be food. Vein tzricha hechsher. It's ready to be mitami. It doesn't need hechsher. And mitami tumas orchlin kibetza. It can convey tumah to food and drink, but it's got to be the size of a beitza, not of a kazayas. Now, isn't it my love Rabbi Meir here? It's Kashan Rabbi Meir who says even a kazayas. Lo, Rabbanan. It's not Rabbi Meir, it's Rabbanan. However, the Gemara says Vaktani Reisha tzricha machshava ve'ein tzricha hechsher. Uman shamis le'ai tzvar. It's Rabbi Meir. It's Rabbi Meir who says it requires machshava. If midrasha Rabbi Meir, Sefer Nami Rabbi Meir, how can you say that the Sefer is Rabbanan? If the Reisha is Rabbi Meir, the Sefer has to be Rabbi Meir too. The Gemara says, who says? Midiriya. Hakadi Isa v'Hakadi. So the Reisha is the Reisha, and the Sefer is the Sefer. Break the Gemara. V'hamiditani Sefer. What else does it say about a nevela of Torah? Shchitasa umlikasa. The shchit of a bird and the malik of a bird in the Beis Hamikdash is mitaheres treifasa metumasa. If you find that the bird was treifa, it is at least it's mitaher from tumas nevela. Now, who have we heard that from? Man shamis le'asvar, Rab Meir. So you can tell me Reisha v'sefer Rab Meir mitzvos Rabbana? The beginning and the end is Rab Meir, the middle is Rabbana? Yeah. Reisha v'sefer Rab Meir mitzvos Rabbana. Amar le Rav Umnun Rab Zeira. Don't sit down, stay on your legs until you tell me the following halacha. Nivlas oftor Rab Meir. Moinin lo rishon v'sheni o ein moinin rishon v'sheni. Is a kazayas of the nevela of an oftor. Does it have the status of an av, or it can only be a rishon and a sheni? Meaning, if it's an av, then what it touches makes it a rishon. Or does it only have the power to be a rishon and a sheni, not an av? If by touching a person, the guy can become tamei, moinin bo rishon v'sheni. Then, if it touches food, it makes a food rishon v'sheni. If it cannot be metame a person by touch, ein monin bo rishon v'sheni. Now, a kazayas of an ovlas neftar cannot make a person tama through touching, only when we swallow it. So therefore, it's not a rishon and sheni in regarding when it touches food. Boy minei Rav Zerim Rababi Mar Chia, Vamilam Rababi Bar Kahana, the Tanya. Chiburi oichlin al yedei mashkin. You have food that's connected to something else by fluid. It's a chibur l'tuma kala. It creates a connection for a weak tuma, but it ain't chibur l'tuma chamura. But it doesn't create it. For example, let's say if I have a piece of kazayas here, have a kazayas somewhere else, and there's like water in between them. And now they're considered kazayas. Because they can, and the veil is metame through a kazayas. But only for tuma kala, only to be metame food, which is lenient, not to metame kelim or a person. And moinin bo rishon v'sheni. But that kazayas that you connected with the fluid is, so the shaila is, can that make the food rishon v'sheni or ein monin bo rishon v'sheni? Amarle, kol heichad d'tama adam, if the item can be metame a person, monin bo rishon v'sheni. Then the food that it touches can become a rishon and sheni. Ein metame adam, if the item cannot be metame a person, ein monin bo rishon v'sheni, and we already said, kazayas in this case cannot be metame adam. Yotzu elu ve'elu. We said that 4 people are carrying a par on a stick. two people have exited the Azora and two people are in the Azora. So we said at that point, the two people who have exited are Tomei. The two people in the back in the Azora are not. But when they were all out, then they're all Tomei. Menonimili. How do you know this? The Ton Rabbanon. Lahalanu oimer chutz legimel machnos. By the Parelam Dover Shul Tzibur and the Par Kohen Gadol, you have to take it out to burn it outside of the three camps. That's the Kohen Gadol when he makes a mistake. And Khan, regarding the Par of Yom Kippur and the goat of Yom Kippur, l'machna achas, you only have to take it out of one machna. Loy melacha. Kivin shiyatza chutz machna achas, mitame begodim. It's already mitame once you leave one machna. He gufamino. How do I know that? The Ton Rabbanon. V'otzias kol apar michutz machna. Kohen Gadol makes a mistake. You take the par and you burn it out of the machna. Chutz l'gimel machnos. Maybe it's just machna shchina. Kishu omer b'para eda, by the par helam davar shel tzibur, it said michutz machna. She'ein tzarech lomar. Now he says sharei kvar nemar kasher saraf is a par rishon. Litin lo machna shniya, to say that you have to take it at least out of two camps. Kishu omer michutz machna badeshen. It's all been stated by the Chumash already. So it's clear that it comes to teach us that you have to bring it out to the third camp. I've Rab Shimon, I'm my avidle. Rabbi Yezer Oimer. Nemar kan chutz lamachne. Regarding the par of Yom Kippur, it says he has to burn it chutz lamachne. V'nemar la chutz lamachne. Regarding the par haduma, it also says chutz lamachne. Mala halin gudel machanos, chutz legimel machanos, afkan chutz legimel machanos. So we learn it as Xer Shava from para aduma. Okay. Tomorrow, 7:00.
Okay.
And Sorba will be at 8:00.
Okay, go ahead. Good night.
Go ahead. Go ahead.